OldCS!
And welcome on this beautiful Saturday afternoon to the Ultimate Club Championship in Vienna. We are open semi-final. No Masters in the red from OldCS in the yellow from Ireland. Both teams undefeated to this point. Team will keep that going. The other will contend for the first point. Beginning an offense in a host stack with 3 handlers back. We see an isolation from the right side of the host stack. Izno works and keep the disc in the handler space. Energy and flat as well. They respond with a huck over the jerseys under it. They cannot get it. Izno immediately going the other way with a chance for a first. That disc just floated. Too many people able to under it. Izno in this first point. Let's see if this D-line can convert. They push the initial reset out, but the front of the stack is able to fill. This D-line coming in a traditional vert stack. And get a nice continuum of the first break of the game. Great flow so far. And that's it. That's the break. We are under. Izno getting a break on the very first point off of a floaty huck from this yellow side. And that is not the start. And Izno, very OldCS offense, will be forced to come out once more. The road to this semifinal was not easy for either of these two teams. They were undefeated, 3-0. Very tight matches. Izno beat Corrine 15-5, then had a Universe win over Silence in the group play, and then in their quarterfinal they had a easy victory 15-6 this morning. Team scraped out a Universe win versus Bonsai in pool play before beating Fire by their quarters by 2. Dual opponents. Anyone say as to I think it should be a very evenly matched game. We see a very low, right off the bat, low throw, unable to be collected. Izno with great field position, floaty disc on the sideline. Old can't afford 2 breaks just like that, and the defender does very well to get the disc back into the offense's hands. Is not patience this time as they did on the last point. Another layout bid, just saving it. Incredible extension in the backfield. What a grab. And the huck goes up and goes flying away. Doesn't aggressive in their offense so far. Neither effective yet. And Izno will have their third break chance, having already... It's a Hossack, immediately jacked up. 6 players under the disc. 3 versus 3. Amazingly read by Izno. That'll work. Break 2-0 over OldCS. Another errant huck, floaty with a lot of able to win the 50-50 ball. And that made all the difference here. You see water bottles on the field. It is quite hot here. 33 degrees in Vienna. 92 if you're watching from the States. Quite hot out on this field. Let's see how that affects the teams as this game goes on. Players to watch in this game. The star of the Izno Master Squad, Shakno. He leads the Open Masters division in stats with 6 stats per game, 4 assists, 2 goals. He can do it all. He's number 1 in the tournament. On the other side, I'd keep my eye on the old pony legend. Before they're up in the nation days, and he was one of the stalwarts of the D-line. Fastest pull runner in the tri-state area, was known to pound his... He was a very intense athlete, and I bet you he's still got it. He'd like to give a shout out to his wife, Kelly Highland, no doubt watching at home. Respectively, those were numbers 77 and 17. See another 3-4 Hossack, countered again by this arrowhead defense, sagging the lane. Two offenders running into the underspace. Well brought in. That was a great grab. Under the hair. Let's walk it. Oh, we see a drop. Looks like a foul call on the catch. Accepted immediately. Great spirit there by Gibier. And we see Myrna back to Walkenauer. Foul on. They high five. This a spry young 41-year-old is eligible, but still wants to compete in the younger division. Good on him. Dancing in the dump space, not able to get open. Crowded field. Oh, and that is an unfortunate scoober, not able to be reeled in. Izno gets it instead, immediately jacked it the other way. The AM on the left side of the field. Over here, so a turnover somehow. Still needs to work out the kinks. So I think it does a great job 95% of the time. I don't want the algorithm. OldCS with another chance. Both teams will be a bit fatigued in this hot heat. Always 3-4, countered by the sag in the lane. Handler clears to make space on the far side. That big lane poach, daring the handlers to keep it in the handler space. Back and forth. I like what this defense is doing. I'd like to see the yellow players get a bit wider on these swings so they can really throw around this zone, but they break it through. To Myrna. Walkenauer. Myrna. Working well together. But Izno containing very well. Oh no! Walkenauer throws behind his man. this late is throwing him. Izno going the other way, and 3-0 for Izno, and that's one dead. Oh no, the person I told you to watch has a turnover. The commentator's curse. I'll start talking about someone else. So from what I can tell so far, OldCS is an athletic team with good offense. They like to play horizontally in big open spaces, so they like their matchups. But Izno has been countering really nicely with these sags in the lane off of... So they're countering what OldCS is doing nicely. And we have a timeout, so we'll take a quick break, and I will be back with you shortly. Come out of the timeout, we hear the OldCS cheer. It's going to take steady nerves to come out. As I was saying earlier, dragging in the lanes off these three handlers. What I'd like to see from OldCS, take one of those handlers so that the poach is out and they can look to the upfield space. Or alternatively, I want both of those handlers to go wide. That swing gets off. They have, but they can't see what they choose to do. On the... Oh no, and that's an unfortunate turnover off the hand. Oh, looks like we have a call. Foul on the throw, perhaps. We see the defender in the crouch of exasperation. Lead foul. Talking it through as well. Perhaps a budding friendship between O'Feargal and his counterpart Menendez. And it is of the game. They are goal line stand. They surely need it. Izno with the sliding catch down to the ground and the around backhand. Floaty, but caught and won with some contact on the drop. Inside flick. Oh, off the hands. Just like that. We're going the other way. Izno with a chance to catch it in the end zone and go up 4-0. CS with a little bit of life back in him this point. We see power position. Will he throw it? Yes, he does. Two defenders. Layout grab to get OldCS on the board. Oh my goodness. What a play, and surely they needed it. Wow, what a swing point. Chance to catch it in the end zone for the break. Off the hands and to the other side, a tremendous layout 3-1. That amazing grab can fire up OldCS and get them back in this game. My goodness, what a grab. Look at this OldCS D-line. They've been chomping at the bit to get out here. They know they need a couple breaks to save their O-line, who got them in the hole early. Let's see what they can do here as they run down this pull. Looks like a side stack right, a nice flood play. Doesn't get a ton of meters, but finds them in a nice, strong space with a lot of room to work with. And they are flowing down the field very nicely, have not been stopped yet. Haven't heard a stall 3 yet. Spoppins looking upfield. To win. The nice... No! And perhaps a foul or a... He was close to catching that disc, was about to run into the defender. My guess would be he was very much jumping and avoid him. Sorry, as I check my pronunciation sheet, that's Nguyen. The president of Izno Good Ultimate, it turns out. A former member of the France National Open team, and very excited. Doubt a lot of these masters are. Nguyen dancing, gets it back. Finds the aforementioned Chagnot, our stats leader. Spoppins with the disc. And that's a gorgeous, cute little casual kick spike by Izno. Spoppins out of Brussels, I believe, is a moon catcher in a past life. Does well to throw the cheeky scoober, as only the Masters division can, to the back right corner. Hour on the near sideline is stretching or in some pain. I hope he's okay. Looks like the groin potentially, as Fearguile checks on him. Really hope he's okay. Really. And the AI turns away. Izno, let's go, they say in their charming French accent, as they look to add more. Thrower, it is there, but it is... Oh my goodness! Off the blocked huck. Some question as to whether it's in or out. Either way, a fantastic heads-up play, both by the defense to make that incredible save. Reenactment happening. If the reenactment is in, the original play must have been. A lot of eyes on that sideline. They saw it out. Checking the disc. Casual toss on the sideline. I've got a bit of lag on my end. I hope it's on mine. Is left as there's a pick call. Izno at center field in their vert stack end zone. Nice. The disc hits him as he's on the ground, and CS with a at the hold. They need this one. Working it nicely through the middle, a little bit casual travel, but uncalled. Blown coverage. Dumping to that most classic of names. Myrna with the disc. Oh no, and that is off the hands of the handler. Catchable, but a long reach. Izno immediately attacking the end zone with a beautiful throw. Defender doesn't have a chance. He's a fake for Izno. They have broken this game wide open from the outset. And they've gotten a text on my phone asking if the Izno team. They are looking very strong right now. Izno in the open side at EMUCC, I believe the last team to qualify. But I've lost to Izno open a few too many times to 13 win. And that's Sam Murphy asking. And I assume watching at home. The question now for OldCS is situation. You probably came out with a beginning after a break, but now neither line really able to get it done. Will they create a power line? Will they keep their O-line out? Will they go wholesale D-line? Now, 5 of them. Ferociously offering. Izno unfazed at the moment. Looks like Walkenauer's back. Swings it around. Kelleher at the disc. Back to Walkenauer, getting a lot of touches. This is receiver in the middle of the field. King. Oh no, and that is an unfortunate drop. Is there a call? It looked like it bobbled off the hands and went to was there? Should be said that both of these teams receiving nothing but excellent spirit scores, so have to imagine they're performing their spirit nicely in this game. Izno going the other way, a deep threat, looks open, but he doesn't throw it, he holsters it instead. Kopf dumping it. Big hammer fake from Izno. Offense gets set, content to work it from side to side. Reeled in on the goal line, 2 meters out. We've got a call. Stop. In-out call on that far sideline. And playing knocking on the goal. And then hanging it around in the back. What a start. They are two masters, it seems, and they're proving it now. Here, and we'll take a short break. Players talk it through. If my math is correct, 6-1 for the Izno Masters. As the stream momentarily goes black, hopefully that'll come back shortly. Please be patient as we see that. And we're back. OldCS on offense. Very intense and active Izno sideline. They're bringing out a ton of defensive pressure, and it shows in the defensive team. Zone floating out of bounds. Didn't quite hold its edge. It looked like they had the receiver, but that didn't. Second. 4-2 are looking out far. Mark. I'd like to give a shout out to his sons at home. Nice mark, Dad, and it gets the turnover. Let's see how far this comes back up. Looks like the huck might never have been in bounds, as they walk it all the way up to the goal line. Very fortuitous, great field position. Izno seeking to allow nothing on this near open side. Oh, and that's a nice player, loses his defender. It looks like Izno takes issue. Push off. Michael Jordan style crossover. Oh, OldCS. That's a goal. OldCS putting another one on the board. It is 6-2. They are behind early, but luckily it's a long game is ultimate. They've got plenty of time to go on a run. Let's see if they can bring it out here. There's Toast out of Hardfish Masters out of Germany. Magic Toast have been looking very strong so far. Hardfish or OldCS have something to say about it. It looks like we're looking at it. OldCS will be none too happy to hear that. They believe they're still in it, as they should. CS with the pull. Let's see what they can do on this defense. Discard his signature red hat. Looks like a zone setup. A little bit of an arrowhead with some. There's two behind him. In the short field, it's 5-on-6 in favor of yellow. Content to swing it around. Trying to contain is this zone. Doing well so far. Looks like a flat mark flanked by the arrowhead lane saggers and a very short leap, and the huck goes up. They challenge. Wow, that is beautifully so off in the deep. To force a huck just like that, but not. No, 7-2. Break for half. There we see our deep, Alan Pierce. He says to look for layouts, skyballs, blocks, and the steady realization that he's not that fast anymore. So he's self-aware, but maybe not at the catch-up speed. Earlier days. They'd like and Ruri at home. His two young children. back on offense. A nice pull to the back corner of the end zone. I don't know about the viewers at home, but I'm struggling a bit. Disc. Again, this Izno defense and Izno defensive sideline is pressure. We hear them shouting every OldCS. Work it up the far sideline. A nice handler clear and a big swing across. That's 20. Oh no, and it's overthrown. The look of frustration as he goes a little bit too far to hit. Izno again going the other way with there's an open man going deep. Juan his feet unfortunately able to really did well to get open on that deep cut. I love the aggressiveness, but not able to read the disc and reel it in. We hear shallow being yelled in that lovely Irish accent. They don't want people too far away. And a nice little under by 65, Killian Carroll. Gavin dumps it, gets it back. I got a two-man game. The crafty hammer to the back, but there is Izno's under it. Red out the hammer, not getting fooled today. We're playing against a young. When you're playing against another Masters team, they know all the tricks. They're looking for it. From OldCS. Looks like a nice mark. Oh, but the huck goes up. There's no one there. Can they come under? Oh, just able to. Oh, reeled in by Izno. Number. He flips it to his teammate. Under that floaty disc, but they were just a split second too late. And that was a commanding half. 8-2 by Izno. Really. They're looking for this break, and we'll be back with you for an exciting second half of action as OldCS. And the second half is underway with OldCS on defense. We saw a rousing speech in the huddle by Liam Fletcher, presumably the captain of OldCS. Let's see if those stirring words can help bring them back here. They are down, but they are not out. The huck goes up to Izno. The backhand huck, it's a beauty. Jumped in by number 77, Eric Becker-Chagneau, the star of this team. Well thrown, well grabbed. 2 lead for Izno. The aforementioned firing up in the huddle. He was a winner of gold in Vienna 2 years ago as they dethroned Clapham. Game match. A big feather in his cap. He'll be disappointed. The team undefeated coming into this game. Athleticism, defensive intensity. All we know about the enigmatic star Becker-Chagneau on the French side is that he's a med student from Paris, saving lives and scoring points. OldCS working it through the middle in their hoe stack. Oh no, that's an errant pass. It goes over the head of Walkenauer. He's unable to reel it in. Izno going the other way very quickly. Walkenauer in the dump space on the mark. Can he help get this D back? Putting pressure on in the dump space, doing his very best. Next person comes in. OldCS doing well to get their hands in the breadbasket. Cheeky little IO flick. High release to the break side. Love to see that. Izno patient in the end zone. Working back and forth. We see the OldCS defenders fronting and trying to take away the open side. Doing well so far to contain. And a little bit of a stalemate, but there's the cheeky OI flick to the break side. Very nicely done for the score. Izno just can't stop, won't stop. 10-2. This has to be dispiriting for this Irish side. They will have to muster their energy, if not for this game. They're still in medal contention, no matter what the result of this game. We see Alan Pierce on our left giving words of encouragement to his D-line. Excuse me. Izno, ale, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go, they say. OldCS, something to say about that. That's number 21, Dara King, dumping it to O'Feargyle. O'Feargyle gets it back again, working it up. Nice little dishy give-go game. The lefty fakes the hammer, centers it. The man with the outline numbers holding the disc. Let that be a lesson. You need nice high contrast numbers if you want your name on the stream. Pressure getting high, but bailed out here by Myrna. No, the give-go is to nobody. A miscommunication, and that is the most unfortunate of turnovers. Myrna wide open in the dump space, but they cannot find him. He ran one way as they were throwing it the other. And they deserve better than that. Can they summon the intensity, the energy, the emotion to try to get this disc back one more time? Marcon with the disc, bringing it in. Good smothering defense. Oh, and a huge around goes off. Visionary pass if it stays in. Looks to be well out of bounds. Well done by the defense. OldCS alive this point once more. Again, I've been quite impressed with just the noise coming off this Noisy-le-Sec sideline. They are giving it their all, supporting their teammates on this hot, hot field, being forced to run around under the scorching Vienna sun. We're seeing what looks to be a forced middle lane coach. The shot goes up, 2-on-1, but oh! He had steps, but a bit of an overthrow, unable to connect. Number 8, Keith Myrna saying, settle down, settle down. Or perhaps injury. Maybe that's why he couldn't run it down. Injured on the run, you hate to see that. So our subs come in. Play is live as Izno goes to retrieve the disc, which sailed out the back of the end zone. Horizontal stack from Izno good. Looks to be a person defense, but the far side handler just sitting himself right in the lane. That's Keith Myrna. I like that option. There's no attack the open side regardless. And there's the person who was poached, able to get the disc in the middle of the field. Myrna back on the mark. And that is a drop under the high pressure of yellow defense. They're going the other way with a short field. The lefty floater. There's a man under it, does well to grab it near the sideline, brings it in, beautifully done, and they are quite happy. We see hands in the sky. You got to celebrate every point, doesn't matter what the score is. Got to try to get that momentum. 10-3. But still, 50% more points than they had not 10 seconds ago out there. I liked what Keith Myrna was doing there. Even though they were in a person defense, he knew he had the least threatening person, so he sagged into the lane looking to gum things up. And then he got a couple touches on the turn. He's got some fans at home. Fiona Myrna, his sister watching at home. Career highlight, European finals in 2015. Hope he won. And his occupation is architectural visualization. Presumably he visualized it and someone else has to build it. In any case, love the heads-up defense. OldCS running down the pull. We see Luke Walkenauer, aka Walkin' Talkin' Luke, which is on the mark here. They know they'll need breaks now. They're forcing backhand. Looks to be a bit of a zone, a 3. But they tighten up as it comes to the dump space. I'm not exactly sure I'm describing it accurately, but it looks to be a sort of flat, saggy defense that's looking to bid. Not too close, but love the intensity, love the... Izno has managed to get behind the chunk of this zone defense. They throw it through, and once they got behind the defense, they could never quite catch up. I like what the D was doing originally, but as with all zone defenses, if they get it past that first or second layer, it's usually still nice fight from OldCS. Round swing, love to see it for Izno. Izno very good this game. Here we see an outpouring of support by the Izno team. They all come on this field after every single point, even though there is perfectly good line. They're giving it all for the good of the team. Walkenauer potentially regretting his hot day. Here we see on the sideline number 65, Killian Carroll, age 32. A couple months. That's too young for the division, but if he turns 33, is the case. But he's a young whippersnapper in the Masters division. The bricked pull. We see a vert stack. Big undercut on the open side. Manages to sneak it past the handler defender, but it's off his hands. That's a turnover. Very unfortunate. First throw drop. No dumps in the backfield. Can someone bail him out? High pressure, but manages to get it off. Cutting space. And that's a hand block. Reeled in. No! Bobbled. Well done by the defender. They're going the other way on the fast break. Everyone... There we see, oh no, and it's thrown behind the streaking offender. Why, he says, why? Oh goodness, that was David McAllister who was streaking up. Unlucky. On legs to finish it out. Izno in their vert stack. Firing into the end zone over the arms of the jumping defender. That'll work. And that is so unlucky for this Irish team. They were doing so well after that hand upfield, but they 12-3 at this point. Now the inevitable third place game that's coming for OldCS. Izno really showing here that the Paris Ultimate community is a force to be reckoned with. They have a very good Masters team, a perennial top 20 open team, I believe a second open team under the Izno banner. Quite a squad they've got. A contender to win this tournament tomorrow in the finals. And the pull goes up. Fields it on the one hop. Saggy, sort of double teamy handler defense. Oh no, and that space throw is just a little bit too far. Oh goodness. Very short field for Izno good. That is not what OldCS needs. Oh, they are having a tough game here. And that is a very quick score going the other way from Izno. Oh my god. They're going to play until the bell rings. And OldCS look to be down and out. It can be so hard to bring your team back when you're down in a big hole. It can be demoralizing. They've not been able to rise to the occasion. We've seen flashes of brilliance, of course. But really their problem seems to be the requisite 10-plus passes that they need against. Testament to the ferocity of the Izno defense. It's 13-3, game to 15. All right, caught pull one more time for OldCS. Can they punch this in? 3-4. Handler clears, and they get the throw to the break side, quickly over the half-field line. And we've got a timeout. Doesn't like what he's seeing in front of him. Both teams will reassess, and we will be back with you shortly after this quick break. We see OldCS setting up in a stack. My guess is that they'd be late, but no, it comes from the back, and it works out. He managed to swing it to the far side of the field. Myrna to Ophirgeil. The walk an hour. Looks off Myrna, but finds him eventually. Give go to the open side. Too many handlers in the backfield, but they clear it out. That's Killian Carroll working it to Bork. Oh, no, not Bork. Myrna, my apologies. Fearguile. Zone, that's a beautiful give go, but there is will not count. Pick called. Coming. Jer, as he's known. Look out for backhand breaks. Oh, Fearguile. Another open side throw. And that is a score by OldCS. The timeout works out. They call the play. They managed to possess the disc for those 10 or more passes. And they worked it in nicely. I wish we could see more of that patient. Well done there. And they managed to get it up to 4 points. It's 13-4. They're going to need their first. And then the end breaks of the game. This Izno squad, of course, the open team a few years ago, the famous American player, well known for his. I wouldn't be surprised this Saturday semi-final master stream. That guy, a lot of ultimate frisbee. Wonder if he'll cross over to the Masters division with Izno when the time comes. Back to the game at hand. Go yellow, says the sideline. OldCS needs that support. It's break time. Buster on the mark. Gets broken with the cheeky little inside backhand. Puck goes up. Reeled in by Becker Chagno. Well done. Getting his stats on the board. Potentially even a goal in soccer back there. Truly a very nice one-handed catch. Edmonton stats so far to stop. 14-4 for the squad out of Noisy-le-Sec, Paris. And OldCS for the greatest comeback in Ultimate history. If you accept that the game might be over, might leave the stream, that's bad for ad revenue. All of it's being watched. There will be no breakdancing today. Shout out to the man in the but it's hard to see his number on the field, so we give him a shout out now. See if you can get a Sharpie and fill those numbers in. Izno looking to break to win the second hold in a row. Walking it back to maybe where he originally touched the disc. The disc is tapped in. Cheeky lefty backhand. Well done to start this point. Izno allow cutter-to-cutter passes. That's smart. See a little bit of a power. Does well to be brought in. Oh, and that's a hand block on the near side. Done. My goodness. A hand block from Benoit Spat. Old Moondog. Guillaume Plaz bringing it in. Oh, he's corking the backhand, but he doesn't see it. Compatriot. Nice little poach D there by Ophelia. Saunters onto it with the barrel roll. That was the most casual of layouts. Did the pick affect is the question. Let's do it again. Little grab. A layout for the Masters division if there ever was one. No offense intended. I'm a master myself, so I can say these things. And we're back in. Guillaume Plaz with the disc. That cheeky handler with his bag of breaks. Milked up the sideline by Menendez. They call him, presumably. Getting a little loose in this game. Knocking on the with the disc. Gets the high release break off. Oh! Well real. That's a break. Not there for like the 10th. Well done. Game over. Thanks for playing. Final score 50. Dominant performance by the other semi versus Hard Fish. Sounds like the making and a delicious battle. We'll leave hands. I've been Christian Gaffney, watching the Open Division Masters at the EMUCC State for watching.